Welcome to The Growth Kit, a podcast where science and actionable advice intersect to help you live a better life. The 11 Best Workout Recovery Strategies. The difference between an ordinary athlete and an extraordinary athlete is in the recovery. Hafiz, 14th century poet. Pushing your limits in the gym or outside on a run is a fantastic way to build strength and endurance. Reaping the benefits requires rest, but the old way of thinking is that all you can do is rest. The good news is that thanks to research in the field of sports medicine, there's more you can do besides waiting it out. This article dives into a range of science-backed strategies to optimize your workout recovery and get you back to peak performance faster. Here are the 11 ones I'll cover today. Scraping, grounding, Beets, magnesium, essential amino acids, sauna use, cryotherapy, electrolytes, active recovery, sleep, and red light therapy. This comprehensive guide goes beyond the basics and provides evidence-based strategies for recovery from a workout. Some are free or cheap, and others are more expensive, but they are all accessible to anyone, including the weekend warrior or the professional athlete. By incorporating these strategies, you can take control of your recovery process and unlock your full potential. 1. Scraping. What it is: instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, IASTM, also known as skin scraping, gua sha, and Graston technique, is an approach using specialized tools to target muscle adhesions and trigger points. Benefits: IASTM may improve blood flow, reduce muscle tension and pain, and enhance mobility. Research. Most of the research on scraping is relegated to case studies, and research further lacks standardized protocols. When it comes to treating muscle adhesions with my patients, however, scraping consistently shows benefits. I often take pre- and post-range motion measurements and find significant changes afterward. Based on the limited research, including ones performed on animals, one study wrote that, according to previous studies, IASTM was found to improve soft tissue function and ROM, range of motion, in acute or chronic sports injuries to soft tissues, while also reducing pain. A narrative review explains one theory. It is hypothesized that the skin, the nervous system, and immune system interact with one another to generate a cascade of physiological responses to the scraping, through which scraping may result in therapeutic benefits. When speaking directly to recovery, IASTM can be used to identify soft tissue restrictions, stimulating a healing response, and improve range of motion. Despite the current research gaps in this area, anecdotal evidence supports the efficacy of IASTM in addressing soft tissue limitations. I witness this as an OT in the clinic, but I also use it on myself regularly, especially when my training ramps up. How to get it? IASTM is typically performed by a licensed occupational therapist, physical therapist, or massage therapist. There are, however, inexpensive tools that are now available, although I recommend discussing this with a health practitioner before performing it on yourself. What I use an inexpensive scrapant tool set that you can buy on Amazon. I first use a coconut oil as an emollient and scrape before bed some nights. Check the ShoyW notes for more specific recommendations. 2. Grounding. What it is: grounding, also known as earthing, involves connecting your bare feet to the earth's surface. Benefits: grounding may reduce pain and inflammation, improve sleep quality, wound healing and HRV, reduce fatigue, and promote faster muscle recovery. Research. In a study conducted in 2015, a cohort of 32 healthy individuals underwent categorization into a grounded group and a sham grounded group. Following an exhaustive exercise regimen involving 200 half-knee bends, notable disparities in creatine kinase levels were observed, with elevated levels detected in the sham group, indicative of heightened inflammatory responses. Moreover, the grounded cohort exhibited elevated platelet and neutrophil counts in the post-exercise period. The study concludes that, Grounding intervention significantly attenuated creatine kinase loss from the affected muscles, suggesting diminished muscle damage. Another study from 2010 revealed that grounding yielded reductions in inflammatory markers within the body, including C-reactive protein, CRP. A comprehensive review featured in the 2012 edition of the Journal of Environmental and Public Health found that grounding application could serve as a notably efficacious environmental tactic against chronic stress, autonomic nervous system dysregulation, inflammation, pain, disrupted sleep, altered heart rate variability, hypercoagulable blood, and various prevalent health ailments, encompassing cardiovascular disease. How to do it? It's as simple as getting skin in contact with the ground. Here are some strategies to do it. Go barefoot by standing or walking outside on natural surfaces like grass, sand, or soil. Use grounding mats, sheets, or patches that are plugged into the ground is a convenient way to do grounding indoors. I stand on an inexpensive and small rectangular one as I do my writing, which has a wire that connects to that third hole of a standard 3-prong receptacle in an outlet. You can take it a step further and get larger ones to sleep on. Use conductive footwear, such as shoes with copper inserts. These shoes allow for direct contact with the ground, which is nice when it's colder out, or less socially appropriate to be barefoot. 3. Magnesium. What it is. Magnesium is an essential mineral crucial for numerous physiological functions in the body, including muscle and nerve function, energy production, and the maintenance of bone health. It plays a pivotal role in over 300 enzymatic reactions and is integral to maintaining normal heart rhythm and blood pressure levels, and 48% of Americans have low magnesium intakes. Benefits. Magnesium may help reduce muscle cramps, improve sleep quality, and support muscle repair. Research. In a 2022 study investigating the effects of magnesium supplementation on muscle soreness and performance, it was found that magnesium significantly reduced muscle soreness by approximately 1 to 2 units on a 6-point scale at 24, 36, and 48 hours post-trial compared to baseline, with no significant change observed in the placebo group. Additionally, there was a trend towards significance in performance, particularly in total repetitions to failure and at lower intensities. In another study looking at how magnesium supplements affect muscle damage in professional cyclists during a 21-day race, it was discovered that taking 400 milligrams of magnesium daily helped reduce the increase in a marker called myoglobin, which indicates muscle damage. Even though magnesium levels in the blood decreased during the race for both groups, the cyclists who took magnesium had less muscle damage compared to those who didn't. This suggests that magnesium supplements might protect muscles from damage during long and intense cycling races. Plus, magnesium has a variety of other benefits, including decreasing acute stress, improving sleep, and improved learning ability, immune function, cancer suppression, and vascular relaxation. How to use it? You've got options here. Let's go through each one. Diet. Foods richest in magnesium include leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds such as almonds and pumpkin seeds, and legumes like beans and lentils. Oral magnesium capsules. Opt for magnesium glycinate capsules, known for their high bioavailability. Consider a dosage ranging from 100 to 800 milligrams before bedtime. Adjust the dosage accordingly if you experience changes in bowel movements, as magnesium acts as a stool softener. Magnesium spray. Apply magnesium spray directly onto the muscles before bedtime. Keep a bottle of magnesium spray in your bathroom for easy access and spray it onto your muscles before retiring for the night. Epsom salt bath. Create a soothing Epsom salt bath by filling up your bathtub with warm water. Add about 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt to the bath water and let it dissolve. Soak in the Epsom salt bath for 20 to 30 minutes. Beets. What they are. Beets are a rich source of dietary nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in the body. Benefits. Nitric oxide may improve blood flow, oxygen delivery to muscles, and reduce exercise-induced muscle soreness. Research. In a systematic review of 9 studies on beets on exercise recovery, the authors concluded that short-term beetroot supplementation has the potential to accelerate recovery of functional measures and muscle soreness. Furthermore, research has found that using it before a cycling time trial significantly improves performance. How to use it? Enjoy beetroot juice before or after your workout, or incorporate roasted beets into your meals. What I recommend: I'm not the biggest fan of the earthy taste of beets, so instead, I use beet powder. Check the show notes for the brand I use. 5. Essential amino acids, EAAs. What they are. Essential amino acids are the building blocks of protein and are readily absorbed by the body. Benefits. Consuming these amino acids before or after a workout can support muscle protein synthesis and reduce muscle breakdown. Research. The use of essential amino acids has many benefits related to improved strength, improved mood, and improved sleep. When it comes to recovery, however, researchers found that when ingested before and after endurance exercise, essential amino acids effectively reduced muscle soreness and indicators of muscle damage over a 4-day post-exercise period compared to a placebo, indicating its potential to attenuate delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, and aid in recovery. So it works for endurance exercise, but what about strength training? Another study looked at this and found that the ingestion of 6 grams of essential amino acids after resistance exercise stimulated net muscle protein balance, effectively promoting muscle protein synthesis and aiding in post-exercise recovery. Additionally, they found that taking only essential amino acids, rather than a mix of different amino acids, worked better for building muscles and improving recovery. How to use them? Essential amino acid supplements are available in powder or capsule form. Aim to consume them within 30 minutes of finishing your workout. I often do a fasted workout in the morning where I don't eat, but I take 10 grams of amino acids instead. Dosages range from about 5 to 20 grams before or after a workout, or intermittently during the day. 6. Sauna. What it is. A sauna is a heated area typically categorized into traditional dry saunas, which use heated stones to generate dry heat, steam saunas, which add humidity through steam, infrared saunas, which use infrared light to heat the body directly, and wood-burning saunas, which create heat through burning wood for a more traditional experience. Benefits. Saunas may help reduce muscle soreness, improve circulation, and promote detoxification. Research. Regular sauna use offers numerous benefits for athletes and fitness enthusiasts, supported by a range of studies. Research indicates that saunas can increase growth hormone levels, improving muscle strength and power, while post-workout sauna sessions specifically enhance muscle hypertrophy, as demonstrated in a study at Northern Michigan University. Saunas also reduce inflammation, aiding recovery and overall health, with the Journal of Athletic Training highlighting a decrease in oxidative stress, a key contributor to inflammation in male athletes. Additionally, the International Journal of Sports Medicine found that post-workout saunas reduce muscle soreness and inflammation in endurance athletes. Lastly, regular sauna use has been shown to improve flexibility as well. How to use it. Here are 2 popular protocols for sauna use. Cardiovascular health protocol. Aim for 176 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 to 20 minutes per session, repeated 2 to 3 times a week, or up to 7 times for maximum benefit. General health protocol. For a more general approach to the sauna benefits, get in a sauna for a total of 1 hour per week, split into 2 to 3 sessions. Maintain a temperature of 176 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Note: if you're using a sauna blanket, then don't worry about the temperature since it uses infrared heat, which penetrates deeper into the body, while the ambient air does not get as hot. Check the show notes for what I use. 7. Electrolytes. What they are. Electrolytes are minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium that play a crucial role in muscle function and hydration. Benefits: electrolytes lost through sweat during exercise need to be replaced to prevent dehydration, muscle cramps, and fatigue. Consuming electrolytes before and after exercise can improve the body's capacity to retain water, enhance exercise performance, and support overall endurance and recovery by maintaining an optimal balance of electrolytes. Research: in a small study, a group of healthy male participants were divided into two groups: a control group that did not receive any electrolyte supplements, and an experimental group that received an electrolyte drink 30 minutes before and 1 hour after exercise. Each group performed a 60-minute cycling test to exhaustion. The researchers reported that consuming electrolytes before and after working out increased body capacity to retain water, improved exercise ability, and reduced exercise-related fatigue. Consequently, the electrolyte supplement group exhibited significantly better body water homeostasis and exercise performance compared to the control group. How to use them? Here are some strategies to consider with electrolytes. Prioritize natural sources such as electrolytes from food, including bananas, avocados, spinach, sweet potatoes, nuts, seeds, and coconut water. Avoid Gatorade and Pedialyte. Consider electrolyte supplementation, powders, drinks, tablets, etc., with this criteria: no sugar, no artificial coloring, no plastic containers, and the use of reverse osmosis or filtered water if you use it in drink form. It's also important to choose sources that have a variety of electrolytes, including the, arguably, most important, sodium and potassium, with sodium being the primary regulator of water balance. My brand-specific recommendations are in the show notes. Key: Cryotherapy. What it is. Cryotherapy, also known as cold water immersion, involves exposing the body to extremely cold temperatures to aid in recovery after intense exercise. This can involve submerging oneself in cold water, typically between 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, for a short duration. Benefits: cryotherapy is believed to constrict blood vessels and decrease metabolic activity, which can reduce inflammation and swelling, as well as numb sore tissues, providing pain relief. It may also help to flush out metabolic waste products and enhance circulation, promoting faster recovery. Research: a 2017 meta-analysis looked at whether cold water immersion and contrast water therapy help athletes recover from team sports. They analyzed data from 23 articles involving over 600 participants. Results showed that cold water immersion was helpful for muscle recovery 24 hours after the game, while contrast water therapy helped with fatigue 48 hours after. However, neither method helped with muscle soreness. Overall, cold water immersion seemed better for neuromuscular recovery, but contrast water therapy was more effective for reducing fatigue. Research has also shown that post-workout ice baths for endurance athletes are beneficial, while the cold immersion immediately after a strength-based workout can actually blunt the effects, although you have to be in the water for many minutes to see how to do it. Expose your body to the cold through cold showers, cold tubs, or cryotherapy chambers, cold air. While cryotherapy chambers provide quick cooling, cold water immersion is more effective due to water's superior ability to transfer heat and deeply cool tissues. Here are some general protocols to consider. Recovery protocol: post-workout. Temperature: 50-59 degrees, 10-15 degrees. Duration: 10-15 minutes. Frequency: after intense workouts or competitions, 1 to 2 times per week. Focus: reducing inflammation, soreness, and promoting muscle recovery. Mental resilience protocol. Temperature: 45 to 59 degrees, 7 to 15 degrees. Duration: 2 to 5 minutes, focusing on controlled breathing to manage the cold. Frequency: daily or a few times a week to build mental toughness and adapt to stress. Focus: to improve mental resilience, mental health, and mood, as well as the above benefits. Contrast therapy: alternating hot and cold. Cold water, 50-59 degrees, 10-15 degrees, for 2 or 3 minutes. Hot water, 98, 104 degrees, 37 to 40 degrees, for 3 to 5 minutes. Cycles, alternate 3 to 5 times, ending with cold immersion. Frequency, 1-3 times weekly. Focus, improving circulation, reducing inflammation, and enhancing recovery. Pre-performance protocol. Temperature, 59-68 degree 15-20 kDeg. Duration, 5 minutes or less. Focus, preparing the body by reducing core temperature in hot conditions to delay fatigue. Safety notes. Always listen to your body and exit immediately if you feel lightheaded, numb, or overly uncomfortable. Consult your healthcare provider before doing this, especially if you have any underlying conditions. 9. Active recovery. What it is. Active recovery involves low-impact activities performed the day or days after an intense workout. Benefits. Gentle movement promotes blood flow, helps remove metabolic waste products, and aids in muscle recovery. Research. Researchers investigated how the body clears blood lactate after intense exercise. They found that doing light exercise, like jogging or cycling, helps get rid of the blood lactate faster than resting. Additionally, they discovered that the harder you work during this recovery, the quicker the blood lactate disappears. This means that after a tough workout, engaging in some light activity can help your body recover faster. A systematic review investigated the impact of active recovery interventions on the athletic performance of professional, collegiate, and competitive-level adult athletes. The review analyzed 26 articles involving 471 subjects and found that active recovery interventions lasting as little as 6 to 10 minutes consistently showed positive effects on performance. How to do it. Keep it active and keep it light. Walking, a light bike ride, and yoga are my favorites. 10. Sleep. What it is. Sleep may be the most important factor when it comes to recovery. Benefits. During sleep, your body repairs tissues, replenishes energy stores, and consolidates memories. Research. This article from sleepfoundation.org dives into a whole host of studies dedicated to sleep and recovery. Here are some of the most interesting. Findings for those who got adequate sleep. A Stanford study of men's basketball players who extended their sleep to 10 hours a night found several positive outcomes. The players ran faster in both half-court and full-court sprints. Their shooting improved by at least 9% for both free throws and three-point shots. The athletes also reported improved physical and mental well-being. Male and female swimmers who extended their sleep to 10 hours also saw many performance improvements. Reaction times off diving blocks were faster, turn times were improved, and kick strokes increased. Time swimming a 15-meter sprint also improved. Additionally, these athletes experienced improved mood and decreased daytime sleepiness and fatigue. Findings for those who got inadequate sleep. Decreased accuracy. After sleep deprivation, male and female tennis players had decreased serve accuracy. Risk for injury. Research of middle and high school athletes revealed that a chronic lack of sleep is associated with increased rates of injury. Risk for illness or immunosuppression. Poor sleep habits are associated with lower resistance to illness, such as the common cold. In a 2020 publication called Sleep Hygiene for Optimizing Recovery in Athletes, Review and Recommendations, the focus is on the pivotal role of sleep in athlete recovery and performance enhancement. The review emphasized the need for athletes to prioritize proper sleep hygiene. Recommendations outlined in the publication include establishing consistent sleep schedules, creating conducive sleep environments, minimizing screen time before bed, managing stress effectively, and seeking professional guidance for sleep-related issues. How to do it. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, potentially more for athletes and teens. Go to bed at a consistent time. Get enough movement during the day. An endurance focus is better than a strength focus for sleep. Wear a sleep mask. Respect the 3-hour sleep window. Avoid blue light, Exercise and food within 3 hours of bedtime. Get sunlight or SAD lamp early in the morning. Find more practical strategies for sleep on mindbodydad.com. 11. Red light therapy. What it is. Red light therapy, aka photobiomodulation, involves exposing the body to specific wavelengths of red and near-infrared light. Benefits. Red light therapy offers several potential benefits for exercise recovery, including reducing muscle soreness, faster healing, reduced inflammation, and improved endurance. Research. Here are 2 of many studies on the benefits of red light therapy for workout recovery. A study looked at the use of red light therapy in athletes after exercise and found that it can increase muscle mass gained after training and decrease inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle biopsies. Another study, a meta-analysis of 24 randomized control trials on red light therapy, found that it has even wider-reaching gains, including improved muscular performance and recovery from soreness in athletes. The authors of the study recommend it before or after competition, allowing the athletes to regain their capacity faster without side effects. How to use it. Red light therapy devices are available for home use or in professional settings. Treatment times and recommended protocols can vary depending on the device and the targeted area. However, a general approach is to use it for 20 to 30 minutes on a targeted area 2 to 3 times per week. How to access red light therapy. At-home devices. There is a growing market for red light therapy devices designed for home use. I've been using a handheld device at home for everything from workout recovery to healing old scars to helping my son's wound on his shin from stitches heal better. You can get devices in the form of face masks, chest masks, wands, and larger full-body devices. Spa, gyms, and wellness centers. Some spas and wellness centers incorporate red light therapy into their services, often combining it with other treatments like facials or massages. Gyms have even got in on the game, and some Planet Fitness gyms even provides access to red light therapy with their Black Card membership. Sunset and sunrise. The most natural form of red light is by being in the presence of sunrises and sunsets. This 15-30-minute exposure can help address health concerns. However, I'm unaware of any study that relies strictly on this means of getting red light. Still, it's the most beautiful. Thanks for tuning into the Growth Kit podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. You can check out my website at mindbodydad.com and subscribe for more weekly insights sent to your inbox. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at mindbodydad. Many of the links I share are affiliate links, which means I earn a small commission if you purchase through them. This doesn't affect the price you pay, but it helps support the podcast. In some cases, I may even be able to provide unique discounts for you. I only recommend products and resources that I genuinely believe in and use myself. My top priority is to provide practical ways to help you live better, and I wouldn't link to anything that doesn't align with that goal. Thanks for your support.